Hello. So we will be quickly talking about how the signing on of hardware wallets exactly works. So I quickly drew a simple graph here to explain how it works. So in this case, I am trying to show with Ledger Nano S or whatever, Ledger Nano X, and so on. But it's basically the same principle with all hardware wallets. So we do have a computer or a phone or whatever that runs the ledger live. So you do know that application software, which prepares a transaction, for example, we can see your accounts and prepare a transaction. So in a ledger live, we could, for example, prepare a transaction, send 30 XRP to XRP dev. So now the transaction payload is being generated and it looks something like that. So you can see here, it looks like that. It's JSON, so it looks like that. Then you can see from where it's being sent to what address. So there would be a RXOPDEF and so on, and that gets sent to the Ledger Nano. Then it receives the payload, and now it displays, would you like to sign this transaction? So you can see all the details about the transaction. It displays that and tells you basically what the transaction contains. And as soon as you sign, then the transaction gets signed. So I made a video on that. So it's being again signed here. So you're with your with your private key, signing the transaction basically, and then sending it back to the Ledger Live. And then the Ledger Live sends it to the public blockchain. So in this case, well, it's just a server. Oh, there, I want to use that form here. Let's say this is one of many servers. So this is s1.ripple.com. So whatever there is the thing here, and it directs it there. Okay, so there are multiple, obviously, multiple interfaces or basically web services where you can send it to, and then the transaction gets directed to there, and there it's being persisted. And so the most important part about hardware wallets is that hardware wallets only store the mnemonic, nothing else. They don't store your balance, they don't store the account or anything else. You've got on that thing, you basically have your mnemonic on there. And from that mnemonic, you can derive everything. So it's either the mnemonic, so 12, 16, or 24 word mnemonic, or something else. But usually they use a mnemonic with the BIP39 and BIP40 standard. So, or also made a video on that, how the BIP39 mnemonic basically works. So you can see it here, and from that you get the BIP seed and so on. But that's basically the process. So to recap, one, we prepare a transaction on Ledger Live. We send the transaction to the hardware wallet. The hardware wallet displays the data, offers the user to interact and say sign. It's being signed. Your mnemonic never leaves the device, only the signed transaction leaves the device, goes back to the application on your computer. The computer, by the internet, sends the transaction to the blockchain network. So this is the case for like any blockchain network. It doesn't have to be necessarily XRP. So, right, that's basically it. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.